Pelosi confirmed support for pro-life Congressman Dan Lipinski's re-election. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said Thursday she supports pro-life Congressman Dan Lipinski's re-election bid. Dan Lipinski, do you support his re-election? A reporter asked Pelosi after she left the podium. Pelosi said, yes, I do. Her support comes days after the DCCC said that it would not endorse Lipinski, who is running for re-election in Illinois' 3rd Congressional District. He is facing Marie Newman, a marketing consultant who is pro-choice. The DCCC is aligning itself with Newman, who has received endorsements from abortion rights organizations like Emily's List. Why is this going on? Well, because the neoliberalism grasp is strong. That's why. I mean, I always hear, I mean, pretty much the only thing separating Republicans from Democrats is abortion and other social issues. And now even that, they're like, oh, there's compromise. Even that. In many ways, the Democratic establishment, when it comes to policy, the difference between them and Republicans is that A, they're not as hateful, at least not on paper, and B, they're cool with gay people and abortion rights. Now even that is being compromised. Now even that is not something, you know, we avert racism, yeah. Those are the only differences, and even those, they're on paper, you know. It doesn't matter if you say, I support DACA, and then when it comes time to do something about it, you flake. It doesn't matter what you say. In fact, it does matter what you say, and in some ways it's even worse because it's the bully analogy that I always love to give. What's worse, the bully that you know is a bully and you know isn't on your side, or the person that you think is your friend but stabs you in the back when they get the opportunity? Which is worse? Kimmy says the only thing separating a D from an R is 14 letters. Fair enough. So Nancy Pelosi has no problem supporting this person, probably because they're an establishment candidate. And a lot of times, different organizations who may or may not be well-intentioned, you know, maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but they just kind of get behind whatever candidate because of the letter next to their name. And that's got to stop. That's got to stop. You know, because it leads to losing. And unions are finally getting away from that. Unions aren't just endorsing a candidate because of what they have next to their name anymore. They're endorsing them based on policy now. And different groups, especially like women's rights groups, they got to do the same. Planned Parenthood can't just give somebody an endorsement just because they're a Democrat. Whether that'll happen in practice, I don't know. But it'd be great if it did. Because, you know, they gave Tim Kaine an endorsement, no questions asked. Tim Kaine, pro-life. A pro-lifer who couldn't beat Mike Pence in a debate. That's Tim Kaine. The worst VP pick, I would say, in the history of American politics. I would argue Tim Kaine was the worst VP pick in the history of American politics. And he's also just a disgusting individual. He totally sold out the Dreamers after being Tim I Speak Spanish Kaine. He's too conservative for the Democratic Party. What more do you need to know? And maybe if these different groups wouldn't have just gotten behind him, lock and toe, hook, line, and sinker, maybe it would have forced Hillary Clinton to pick someone else. Somebody slightly less repulsive. Maybe she would have reached out to Bernie and we'd have a much different country right now. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I'm just speculating here, but you never know. Couldn't beat Pence when Pence literally said and did nothing. Yep, true. All right. So, way to go, Nancy Pelosi. Way to go. Way to go. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month,
You get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.